red hot Francisco Cerundolo versus one of my fan favorites, pretty boy Grigor Dimitrov, who I guess he's defending finalist points here at this tournament. Grigor loves the Miami conditions. I think this is the best we've seen him play, and him doing well at this tournament is crucial for him defending a lot of points, because he was pushing top 10 last year. He wasn't able to have a good start to the year because of his injury. I think he's finally getting over that. He plays such a physical style, extending points with his slice, defensive. But right now he's dropped to 20 in the world. I think he's way better quality than 20 in the world right now. I think I like this spot for him against Dolo, who has looked so good, and I've been fading him every round, and I'm just waiting for him to be the old Dolo. He's played incredible tennis this year. He took out Casper Ruud in the last round. The round before, he takes out Tommy Paul, who looked like not the same Tommy Paul I've seen on better days. So, got to give credit to Dolo getting through to here. This is a big result for him. And
I mean, if you're looking at battle-tested, sorry to cut you off, but if you're looking at a battle-tested player right now, you look at Dolo compared to the rest of the draw. Wait, he beat Paul and then Ruud back-to-back? And now he's playing Dimitrov, who's ranked way less than both of those guys. I don't know.
It's
really
close
tough.
to pick him.
Yeah, tough to go against Dolo because he has the momentum right now, but Dimitrov at the same time has looked clinical, and we all remember last year Alcaraz saying how he needed to get to the level that Dimitrov was at.
Yeah.
In that match at Miami, which is quite the compliment.
Oh, yeah.
But Dimitrov, since that match a calendar year ago, he's had a few injuries, ups and downs. So talented, always been so talented. That's not in question.
Oh yeah, they called him Baby Fed for a reason. His game is unbelievable.
He's there.
It's so aesthetically pleasing. I think he might.
He's just so physical. He's so getting to every ball he can.
Agreed. And his slice keeps him in points that it's a ball back that they have to hit, and he can neutralize any offensive gain with it. I think he hasn't had the hardest pass, so as you said, Cerundolo is a little bit more battle-tested. Dimitrov definitely benefited from the David Goffin upset over Alcaraz, not having to play him. I thought he looked very solid in his win against Karen. Very tight 3 sets, outlasted him in the end. Really came down to one at the business end of the set. In the third set, he broke Karen for the match pretty much, so I think Grigor's playing at a super high level. I think the conditions favor him. He loves this tournament. Cerundolo's probably due for a little dip eventually. I keep fading him, so it's tough for me to keep doing that. But I think it's a pretty even matched for sure. I get the pick'em odds. Dolo can do this, but I think it's Dimitrov in 3, because I have to give credit for how Dolo is playing. So I don't think he's going to go down easy. But I like Grigor in this one for sure, and that's not just me picking. It's not just me picking a one-hander, right? Obviously, I was going to pick Grigor.
Gonna lean anyway, but yeah. No, I really think that the fact that Dimitrov had to battle against Khachanov, by the way, great player in his own right. Don't get me wrong, but when was the last time Khachanov won a Masters 1000? 3 years ago? I don't know. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Probably 2022.
He made I think it might have been the Australian Open or the French Open. He made the semifinals and then made the US Open semifinals. The year that Alcaraz won the US Open, what was that, 2022?
22, yeah. So he was really pushing top 10, and I feel like people have kind of figured his game out a little bit, his limitations, etc.
Yeah, but he's a very solid player.
Always a threat. He's solid. Is the word. I agree. But
He's like
you
the
would expect
perfect gatekeeper for like the top 20, 25. Like he's not
at
at
this
that upper
point.
echelon. He's just like,
Yeah,
oh, if you
upper
want to be top
echelon.
25, you got
Yeah.
to be Karen Hatchinoff. And I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he's going to lose to a lot of guys below him either. So like
Mm-hmm.
he's like perfectly where he should be at. And that's
I'm
no
with
fault to
you.
him. I love him as a player.
I don't know, Dimitrov had to really battle against him. I think partly because KK was playing so well, like he was like, you know, redlining at a lot of points. So it's like, okay, when he's playing his absolute best, he's shown he can hang with the best in the world.
Oh yeah.
And I think we were seeing that from Dimitrov though. And I think Cerundolo has had so many flashes of being at that level too. And that's why he's at where he is. But I would say I'm going Dimitrov in 2 sets. Just
I
he
would love
loves
that.
this. He loves this. And you know, the fact that Demon when he beat Fonseca wrote Rio Open, he renamed it the Rio Open. Maybe Cerundolo saw that. He was like, "Well, I'm Argentinian, so I don't
There's
appreciate
a
that."
lot of Argentinians in the crowd.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm sure they love Grigor too. But yeah, I think I like the Grigor pick there. I would love to see
Hmm.
him